Hey everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, use that scroll bar, slide right into the music. Second thing second, my video is a reaction video. It is not a replacement or attempted replacement of the artist's original, very talented work. I have a link at the top of my description to both the video that I'm watching and the channel that it comes from, the artist's channel, of course, for you to check out, hopefully after watching my video. Now that we got that out of the way, I am stoked to get back into some BAND-MAID. So for you guys who were paying attention last week, a lot of you so generous. We're doing the buy me a coffee thing and saying, hey, I want you to react to this song from BAND-MAID, or I want you to do this documentary next. And I mean, if you're going to give me some buy me a coffee money, I'm going to put it right to the top of the list. I did stop on one part though, and that's only because everyone was saying I was watching all the documentaries. So far, I've seen Psyche's, I've seen Konami's, I've seen Akani's, but I haven't seen Miku, or Misa's yet. So now I know Misa plays bass, and hers is already out there, but Orange said that he's doing another version of hers that will be dropping later this month. Excuse me. So I want to see that one. I want to see the fresh one. So we're waiting till the end of this month. Then my plan is, and someone already did the buy me a coffee thing for it, to see the Miku one. I know there's 3 of those. I'm going to do them all in one setting. I'm going to watch them bam, 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 one right after another. So that's the plan on finishing the documentaries. I'm super psyched about it. I loved learning about this band, but I have been desperate and itching for some more music. I did watch some Love Bites this week, a couple of their videos. They're really good too, but it's definitely a different sound. And I just have had a hankering for BAND-MAID all week. So I really want to react to something. I was going to do something acoustic because I found out, who was the last documentary I watched? I think it was either Psyche or Konami, where they were actually, there was music in there from an acoustic session, and I was like, oh my god, they must be incredible acoustic. And so I was thinking very much that I was gonna watch that next, but then I realized that I really have a hankering for their sound again. And I also have only seen like one of their like official music videos, and I saw someone in the comments somewhere said you'd really like Domination, their official music video for that, because it's a little more like going on. It's not just them playing on a stage, like they're doing stuff. And that made me wonder if it was one of the ones that you can see a little bit of in one of the documentaries. I'm not sure. I figured we'd check it out together. I'm psyched for this one so much. You know, I love these guys. Like, I'm obsessed. So I say we just get into it. I have no idea what to expect, except it's gonna rock. BAND-MAID Domination official music video. Let's get it. Do any of their songs miss? Like, I'm already rocking to this. We're a minute in, and we're a quarter of the way in. Also, I love the creativity of doing the gaming the way they did, but all in their maid's outfit, so everything's white and black, which is a very cool thing to do. And now, obviously, the red is a splash of color. There were a couple pieces of the game that had splash of color, but then I love that they had the white cotton candy. That was cool, and such like a small like hat tip nod to the color scheme. Because most people, you know, they either think pink or blue for cotton candy, and I know you can make it into any color, but that was a really great creative choice. It sounds like they're going to get into a bridge or a solo here, so I'm going to back it up. to make sure I don't miss the intro to it. But this song already rocks. Oh, I love this. Guys, I'm sorry to stop again so right away. I love this type of music video. Okay, so this is the filmmaker in me wants to come out and just talk about how cool it is that they're integrating these slow close-up shots in, I mean, full 4K. I guarantee this was shot in 4K, probably 8K to be honest, because you can just tell by the definition of it. It also looks like that slower stuff was shot in at least 60 frames per second, which is what kind of gives it that film feel, that kind of like it's how do I describe it? It feels more chunky. That's the way filmmakers would describe it. It feels more like tangible. Like it doesn't have like that screen sheen on it. You know what I'm saying? It feels like you're in it. Some people call that film grain. That's different. This is like we call it chunky because it's like it can grab it. It's tangible. You can taste it. You can feel it. That whole thing they just did right there with the slow mo. I guarantee it's like 60 frames per second at least. The slow mo of her taking the sip of the coffee, uh, and the close-ups. Like even I noticed it at the very beginning. I don't know if you all noticed it. They did a close-up, a top close-up of the symbol because it said, I always say the name wrong. It's like Zildjian or Zildjian. I always say it wrong, but it's a very famous brand name of symbol. I was a drummer in high school, so I used to see them all the time. And so you just see that little lip, like the little lip in the little beginning of the word right there because it was so close up in. And that's them already setting the scene for you that they're going to be taking these like side shots and these slow zooms and these like, so you're getting really intimate and this really slow-mo thing that exactly contrasts the speed of which they're playing. Also, so you guys understand, just because I like talking about it, especially if you're into the film stuff. Again, this is why I chapter my videos. If you don't want to hear it, I've chaptered this. Get back to the music. But so you understand, in case you don't know, when you watch TV, and most movies that aren't on a big screen, you're watching. It's called 30 frames per second. Okay, so in 1 second, it's 30 frames are playing, which to our eye, we can't tell that it's really just still pictures. That's why if you ever saw those movies or history films of the Old West, they have those flip books where you flip it and the guy is moving or the people are moving, and it's because they just took a bunch of pictures and then they had them happen so quickly within a second that to you it looks like a moving picture. That's just how our biology works. So now if you take, I think it's below 24 frames per second. If you go below 24 frames per second, your eye will catch a hiccup in the video. That's where our eyes like start to sense that something's wrong. But it's called 30 frames per second when you're in TV, and technically it's 29.97 frames. That's the exact number of frames. That's what all broadcast TV is in. That's what most of the TV you watch is in, unless it's like something that they're really doing fancy on like a paid subscription channel. But most TV that you watch, when you're watching 720p like YouTube videos, those are usually 29.97 or 30 frames per second. What I'm just describing is 60 frames per second. So think about the difference that would make to your eye. That's why it feels chunkier. That's why it feels like it has more depth. It has more like grit or soul to it, is because you're getting that much more context. You're getting double the context in the same amount of time that your eye is used to. So it notices that difference. And that's why people shoot in the slower frame rate. Now, I'll really blow your mind. Have you ever seen those videos where, like, if you ever saw, what was that movie with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg, the other guys? There's a scene in that movie where they're in the bar and the camera is moving through the scene, but it looks like everyone is frozen, okay? And yet kind of moving, like, because you're like, it looks like they're doing things, but in like the super slow mo, so it looks like they're frozen, but actually alive, okay? That's shot on what's called a phantom camera. And a phantom camera shoots 1,500 frames per second. So think about that. Think about how much data and how much information is there. So when you play that back at a slower speed, it can seem like the camera is moving through things that are frozen solid, things that are not moving, when they actually are moving in real life. But the camera has the ability to slow it down so much because it has all that data to refer to in the shot. You couldn't have done this back in the day. It takes the chips that we have in cameras now to be able to do what I'm talking about. But if you're ever curious how film production and video production and things like this work, and why the difference of frame rate, that's what it's called, frame rate, why the difference of rate makes such a difference to the quality or the way that you're perceiving the video, that's why. That's literally how it works. Thus endeth the filmmaking lesson. And if you didn't want to hear all that, you're joining the rest of us now, since this is where I'll chapter the video for everybody. All right, I'll back it up so we can see some of that slow-mo again. I didn't mean to stop on her leg. They did a cool shot of this too, though, where you're seeing like, what's the drummer's name again? Akane. When you're seeing Akane, she's like, they get a little bit of like her hamstring quiver as she's hitting the drum, but that had to be in at least 60 frames per second because of how crisp the slow-mo is. So I'll back it up again so you can get into it, but you'll see what I mean, guys. This is a really cool, well thought out and shot video so far. I realize I'm only a minute in and I just did a lot of talking. I'm sorry, but I geek out over this stuff. And when it's happening on something like a BAND-MAID, which is like, has jumped to in the top 5 of my list of things that I love to listen to, I have to comment on it. Cup. See how you're... That's so good. Bro. Oh, I love the switch change. That's so dope. This song is so good. Like, I don't want to stop it. The art director for this music video, and then the person who did these graphics too, to incorporate all of this so that it all works together, is really great. Those aerial shots of the table were really crisp, really well placed with the way there was like the path of the forks of the utensils. This is so creative. I love this kind of stuff, guys. And I love this kind of music. Someone said in one of the comments for one of the last videos that you're going to see they have like, I think it's over 80 or 100 songs, and they're all good. And they really are. Like, I feel like I could listen to an entire album of theirs and just be like, how often can you listen to someone's entire album and be like, these are all bops? These are all things I want to listen to more than once. Like that doesn't happen often unless it's like a greatest hits album. And so far, I don't think I've come across one of their songs that I haven't been like, this is a bop. This rages, man. Like it's not even like full on rage. It's just hard rock, and I love it. Did I back up? Let me make sure I backed up. That's so awesome. Dude, did you hear her shred at the end there? Hold on. Bro. And I love that it's like BAND-MAID Domination, and then that map came up and all their symbols were over the whole entire world. That was really cool too. It was a nice touch. Guys, I really like this video. I think I liked it too much. You're all probably like, Scott, that was a lot. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I love geeking out over music video stuff like that. And I just can't help it. I just really dig it. And I've directed my own music videos, so I kind of get into the whole, how is this made? How is this put together? I've been production managers on music videos. I've just saying I've worked on a lot of them, and I just have a real affinity of that kind of art. Really, that kind of telling a story through art and music is just dope. This was great. I'm so glad I watched this. Absolutely, please let me know in the comments what's the next one you think I should watch. You think I should go for that acoustic, or should I stick with another official music video, or should I go back to another live music video? You guys have really given me a long list. If there's one you want me to push to the top or think that would be great in the next lineup, let me know, and I will definitely get it in as soon as I can. Also want to mention in the next few weeks coming up, I am officially moving out of this space, which means if you are asking for things to be done right away, or if you're asking me questions in the comments or something like that, and I'm not responding right away, it's because I will be moving. So I'm going to be planning out. I think I should be around next week, but but the week after that, pretty much all of May, I think, will be pre-planned, pre-shot, and I may have to do a couple less videos just for who I'm trying to get. But get excited, guys. I'm going to be introducing BAND-MAID to some old friends of the channel. I'm shooting tomorrow. I'm recording with people. Friday, I'm recording with 2 people that are have been on the channel before that you guys have missed. And then next Wednesday, I'm recording with someone again. So there should be a lot coming up to the channel soon for you guys to enjoy. I was trying to build like a pretty solid month worth of guests for you guys to enjoy that I'm going to introduce to BAND-MAID and some of the other people that I've been, discovering on the channel thanks to all of you. So really appreciate it. Really looking forward to it. And hey, I don't know where you are in your work week, but I hope it's going great for you. I hope whatever you're doing right now is going great for you, especially watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, don't wait for life to be easy to be happy. I love that music video.